With a yo-ho-ho, it's Tale of the Toaster, and it is finally time to take a look at the proper post-game story of Inazuma 11 GO Chrono Stones, Thunderflash and Wildfire. To get this journey started, you need to head to the Saints Way Stadium, which you can access via the bus, and then you check out the parallel stone in the center of the pitch. Huh? What's going on? There you are! Good to see ya! Coach Evans, Coach Blaze, and everyone else as well! What are you doing here? What do you mean? Isn't today your match against Inazuma Legend National? Inazuma Legend National? But that's you! Don't tell me you actually forgot.
Aye, we've been dead excited for a chance to play against new Inazuma National.
Didn't think you could slack off either. I want to puff my belly out with pride when we win.
Your chest, Jack. You puff your chest out. So let me get this straight. We're new Inazuma National, and we're going to play football against Coach Evans?
It looks like we found ourselves in some kind of parallel world.
Oh, is that where we are?
But now we have the chance to play against Coach Evans, so it's not all bad. Can we play?
Yeah, you're right. Let's play. Okay, Coach Evans and the rest of you grown-ups, we're not going to go easy on you. Likewise, we'll teach you the real meaning of football.
I warn you, there's a world of difference between us and the other teams you've been up against.
Get yourselves match ready then. Yep, what a way to kick off the post-game. You get to take on all the members of Inazuma National, but all grown up, or at least, you get 11 of them. They don't actually have any substitutes, but Sanford still made it to the squad. Congratulations to him. He's not exactly in his normal position, but we'll go over that when we actually look at the formation. This is one of a few post-game matches in Chrono Stones, but this is definitely the one that got me really, really excited. However, it's extremely difficult. You kind of want to go into this over-leveled, but I'm going to go into it at the same level as them, level 55. So let's talk to Mark Evans and get this parallel world story underway. Then let's play football! So we can organise the team with anyone that we want, but we actually have a slightly different kit, and that's because you have a slightly different team in the anime adaptation of this match. And when I say the anime adaptation, I mean the movie adaptation. This is how the movie of Inazuma 11 GO versus Danball Senki W actually gets underway. And so the Raimon team is quite different. It has, for example, both Sol Daystar and Bylong on there. And of all people, it's got Njord Snio from Alpine on there as well. This formation is somewhat... No, it's not auto-generated. I just... Clearly, I had Phil English on the squad in one of my post-game matches. Katsu's not got her final move yet, so we'll actually stick with this. Give it a try. We've got Coach Evans, which doesn't really make sense, but too late now. So as I said, I am level 55 and the opponent is level 55. However, they hold all the cards because every single one of these opposing players has boosted stats. And we don't. We're just normal. Let's take a look at them and their moves. Sean Frost right out there with a kick stat of 181, and Axel Blaze has even more at 197. Because we're in the parallel world, he's kind of not done the whole Alex Zabel kind of thing, and he's just carried on looking as he always would have done as he carries on with football. I think that's the main difference of the parallel world, to be honest. But yeah, so he looks just like he did when he was a kid, but slightly bigger. There's some very interesting moves on these people, like for example, Hurley Kane has Asteride instead of what you'd expect, Tsunami Boost, while Final Death Zone is applied to Jude, and even the now functioning as a defender despite being a forward, David Sanford. And that's because all of these players used them in the movie where this match first took place. You'll find Jungle Jam on Jack, Nathan, and Sanford as well, because that is where Jungle Jam comes from. I know that both Gabby and Saw have it in their level up movesets in the game, but it's actually these guys' move. That's where it made its debut. And even Dragon Driver from Bylong made its debut in the movie.
And here we are at last for the exhibition match everyone's talking about. This really is fantasy football come to life. Today we witness the appearance of Inazuma Legend National, the current shining stars of international football. And their opponents are the plucky new Inazuma National, led by their captain Arian Sherwin on a sure path to superstardom. It will be a true privilege to witness these titans coming together. Who will come out on top? Only time and tide will tell.
And I am super nervous for this one. I'm going to come right out and say that. No story objectives, of course. We're in the post-game, so we at least have that level of freedom. But you see the movement speed of Kevin right there? He was blitzing towards me. And you will basically want to get Spirits and Miximaxes out straight away. Let's look at this command duel. I lost. Kevin did a sliding tackle and beat out Victor's Fighting Spirit dribble. And this might fail. Yep, Tesla Coil was not strong enough to beat Axel Blaze's normal dribble. These guys are insane to take on. Jungle Jam is just about enough, but I need to think about what... It's only because it was a critical as well. I need to think exactly what I'm going to do to make this work. The first point of call will be to Miximax Victor. Then at least he's got his Spirit and the Mix and Match open at the same time. And that's not even considering what exactly I'm going to have to do to take down Mark Evans, the goalkeeper of dreams. His stats are immense. But for now, let's use Seal Matrix to at least take a shot. Again, I am Miximax and I've got the Spirit out. And Victor's reasonably high leveled right now. I'm still not confident this is going to go in. But let's go for Victor's new move. It's a mega move, Void type, Great Blaster. 740 power. Can Mark stop this with God Hand V? Yes, he can, because he got a critical. However, he's stunned and he let go of the move straight away. That has done me a favour, so I'm going to try and take the lead here with Chrysanthemum Katana. But even if this goes in, I'm not going to rest on my laurels. Just getting one goal doesn't make me feel comfortable. Because just think, if you're doing everything you can to dribble past them, what if they take it from you and go for goal themselves? But goal! New Inazuma National score a hard-won goal! How was that, coach? Great work. Let's see you keep it up. Like, I'm not sure what the final scoreline for this match is going to be like, but I'm thinking there's going to be very few goals on either part. Fortunately, Hurley Kane has done us a favour there by letting the ball slip past him. It's the opposite, where in the movie Hurley Kane's actually kind of the star. He, I think it's fine for me to give away the conclusion to the match in this video because the game does it very differently. Obviously, in the game, you have a full match against very powerful opponents and the objective is to win. However, things are not quite the same in the movie. Unfortunately, despite this being the match that everyone always wanted to see, new Raimon versus old Raimon in the form of Inazuma Legend National, the match is cut really short. It lasts between 5 and 6 minutes before it's interrupted and then the movie gets on with its real plot. I'm actually 2-0 up. I'm quite surprised by this, but we'll certainly take it. And there's unfortunately only one goal in that entire time. Bylong takes a shot with Dragon Driver, but it's blocked. Hurley Kane, meanwhile, goes for the long shot that we see before us. Asteride is a new move for Inazuma 11 GO. Chrono Stone's a very good long shot, and he actually chains it with Mark, who runs out of goal and goes for a new move, Gigaton Head, to actually get the goal on the Raimon guys. Oh, he's going for a shot chain. Oh no, this is looking bad now. 375. And Xavier as well. There's definitely not this much to the chain in the movie. It was just Hurley into Mark, who'd run from goal, but it was definitely enough to get the goal, which turned out to be the only goal. The movie actually sees Inazuma Legend National take the lead with a 1-0 margin before the match comes to an end. And so we never even see the new Inazuma National score against them at all. That was a really long shot chain. I think I'll be able to stop it with Penguin the Hand, but with that kind of power I could be stunned very, very quickly. I'm almost at the stun gauge there. Let's get straight into a special tactic of some kind. Thunderbolt is ideal because that will get the ball into Victor's possession, or I thought it would. It's going to Bylong instead. Well, let's bring out his spirit and see if we can get a goal, because Dragon Driver would fail just like it did in the cannon if we did that. Let's go for the armor fight. I think I'd maybe have a bit more strength if I just went for the normal spirit shot and the white blizzard. I can't actually remember all of a sudden, but White Hurricane is a move that Bylong has learned off screen. He didn't have that in the main story, but this was his move all along in Inazuma 11 GO, and this match is punishing me for using it because it failed. But still a mega move, still stronger than Dragon Driver, very, very good. And that is... oh, well, we're actually in possession with Xanark here. Bungee Ball Burst. I don't think I can beat... Yeah, Jack's normal dribble is significantly better than what we've got to offer. Super interesting to see David Sanford in defense. Because obviously you would expect it to be Hurley Kane, the actual defender of Inazuma National. I have to go for a special tactic to take the ball from Sean here, otherwise he's just going to get the shot in. So that's it for my special tactics. But yeah, Hurley Kane, I guess he's just kind of got his life that because that Coach Hillman set him on the path of. He's just running Rai Noodles, even in this alternate timeline where Axel Blaze has a bit more freedom to do whatever he wants. But yep, so he's just not part of this, and instead Sanford goes in defence. It's still not Jordan Greenway, who I would have loved to be on the team, but I get it. He never actually competed outside of Japan in Inazuma 11-3. It wouldn't make sense. At least he's got dialogue and stuff in the game. But wow, we are 3-0 ahead. This is going a lot better than I thought, but I'm still kind of expecting them to score on me at some point. We have run out of special tactics, and Mecha Mark, I can bring out his spirit. I can even armor fight now because I went to the spirit token, Spirit Master. But yeah, we'll see what they can do. But yeah, the only other option for defender would, I guess, be Todd Ironside, who doesn't even have an adult form in Inazuma history. As soon as he got kicked off the team, that was it for him. I am gonna go, not armor-fied yet, but I'm gonna summon the Stationer. You can pretend it's JP if you're sticking to the movie squad, but I would much rather have the newly unlocked password recruit Mecha Mark. Plenty of ways on my channel to see how you can get this guy for yourself if you haven't already done so. And I love that they gave Fire Tornado Double Drive to Axel in this, because the whole backstory of that move, when it was first learned by Victor and Arian, is that Axel Blaze once did it in an international football match. And is that kind of not what we're doing right now? Oh, that was meant to be me pressing the S button to go for a gloopy, for a do-re-mi. I needed to win this to go for the shot, and I can't. Okay. Let's armorify and go for Penguin the Hand. Yeah, so this is looking... he only went for a regular shot, actually. Exclusive, armorified the Stationer, not available in the game unless you recruit Mecha Mark and then give him that spirit token, but it's here for all of your Penguin the Hand goodness. And we got a critical as well, that's pretty good. Right, Goldie this time, please. I am passing that to a kind of dangerous place, and even after mashing the button, she still didn't actually go for the shot, so... Well, that's kind of it for... Oh, he got saved by the bell! That's fantastic. Right. Come on, it's time to get serious. It is. We've still not seen the likes of Final Death Zone yet. Funny thing about that is... Well, I'll get to that after.
Stay tuned for the second half of the match, which has been really quite something so far. Expect things to heat up even further.
So Final Death Zone is not actually used in the match, but it is still used in the movie itself. And rather, that's when, after a certain force who I won't name yet interrupts the match, the kind of whole thing that has to be done is, I won't go into too much detail, but basically they need to do something to destroy the scoreboard of the match, and this is achieved by... Jude and Kevin and Xavier, I think, doing a Final Death Zone into the scoreboard, which is why it's a long shot, as well as also a Fire Tornado Double Drive from Arian and Victor. And that's not the only Fire Tornado Double Drive in the movie-ish, because there's also a brand new move in Goldie's level up moveset called Fire Tornado Triple Chain, or whatever TC stands for. Mecha Mark's gonna let this one in. We've lost this one now, but I could have gone for a God Hand just for the sake of showing it off. It's not like me to use a move that's fully evolved. I always like to level things up. Yeah, so Goldie, I don't think she's high leveled enough to have this yet. Oh wow, he actually got it and kept possession. That's madness. Let's go for Do-Re-Mi, long before Goldie can help set up the Fire Tornado Triple Chain, which, yeah, I'll show Goldie doing that at some point in the Let's Play when she's actually learned it. For now, she hasn't. I think her shot is going to be stopped, but all of a sudden, I'm feeling a lot more confident. Usually, when I do this kind of match, it's like a 1-0 victory or a 2-1, and admittedly, now that they're going for special tactics, it's going to get a whole lot harder. But yeah, this is tough. Granted, I've made my team level 55 in the interest of fairness, but it's still not exactly leveled out in that way. For example, I have a very low leveled spotter on my team right now for the sake of earning more friendship points after a loss. After a win, sorry, I'm saying loss because Axel's about to score. So Spotter is quite low leveled, whereas people like Victor are a fair bit higher than the average of level 55. But, that kind of goes to show that if I went with Penguin the Hand, I probably would have stopped that. That's it, Mark. Love to hear the voice. But at this point, I'm not too bothered about seeing the goal from them. Bang! Get in! That's the exact same line that he says in Inazuma 11-3. Oh, that's brilliant. Right then, let's give the new guy a chance to shine, shall we? Alpha can bring out his Spirit and Armorify. I'm going to go straight for the Armorify because Victor already proved that a regular Spirit is not enough to get past these guys. I don't have a Mixi-Max on Alpha yet. I'll figure one out at some point. Blast Mine, not the best move to use for dribbling because it's got a high foul ratio. As does Bylong's Warp Step for some reason, I think. It's certainly fouled a lot for me. But yeah, I got Inline Stampede through the Wi-Fi downloads. Again, refer to that video if you need to know how to get yourself Offense Command 11. Alpha is doing okay here. If I can get past Nathan, Jack and Xavier, but that's easier said than done. Yeah, Nathan, he can run straight past. That's fair enough. Caleb Stonewall, I'd love to see him get involved because he's definitely one of my favourite members of Inazuma National. It's almost looking like I'm going to have to Armorify Gabby just because he's run out of moves now. Well, he was going to. I cannot do anything else special tactics-wise. And yeah, all I can do is keep Mecha Mark in goal and use Penguin the Hand again while Axel goes for a shot. Again, I think this will stop it, but I've said it before, Penguin the Hand, in exchange for being a low-cost, maximum power move, it utterly annihilates your stun gauge. Tell you what, let's replicate what Mark does. Let's actually take Mecha Mark out of the goal instead. And Faye, you can bring out your spirit for us, please. Poor Faye actually gets super sidelined in the movie, I'm not going to lie. So this is at least something that he gets to do. You can use Dance on Air to get past Jude Sharp, one of the most familiar adult characters on the pitch right now. Well, things are looking great. There's 13 minutes left to go. There goes Feng Huang. Well, Alpha didn't really mess up. He actually did quite a good job, so I'm satisfied with that one. Splitting Hairs, one of my favourite moves in the game. I've probably said that every time I've used it so far, but it's just such a nice natural evolution of Bouncing Bunny and such a funny name as well. I love what the localization team does with those moves. Alright, so if we now once again have a 3-0 goal lead, or 4-1 total scoreline, I'm almost tempted to let Jude and the likes have a go and see if we can check out Final Death Zone, because, like I say, I had no expectation of this going so well, and I actually think, despite this being the first match in the post-game, there's obviously more to come. I actually kind of think this one's the hardest one, potentially, just because you're at naturally the lowest level anyway, and the stat boosts that these guys get from being adults is quite severe. Like, it takes a lot to stop Inazuma Legend National, especially this guy Axel. Mecha Mark is running out of stamina and his spirit is gone as well. I may substitute him for JP in that place. Oh, I didn't expect it to go in that direction. Have you got this, Mecha Mark? Are you sick of Penguin the Hand yet? Mecha Mark will get another move, so hopefully when I'm doing the next match and I'm slightly higher leveled, he will have whatever's next, but you can learn that one at a later time. Alright, Jude, show us what you've got. I was almost thinking, what, am I actually going to beat him with a dribbling special move on one of the best midfielders in my squad? No, of course I'm not. Go on, Jude. Mecha Mark, you actually need to be in goal, mate. God Hand? Oh, he's not going for the Final Death Zone. That's so disappointing, but Mecha Mark doesn't even try. Man, Mark, can I have your voice lines instead of Arian's for the rest of the game? I will stop the next one. No, you won't. You're getting removed right about now. It's only for the final few minutes, but JP, you can have that little bit of spotlight. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. You can just let's put Spotter on the pitch for a laugh. Katsu and a new guy from Perfect Cascade who is about level 19. Go on then, beat this. See what you can do. I'm not going to go easy with the forwards though. I haven't done especially many mix and matches at all, so let's do that with Bylong and see how long it lasts. Because obviously you saw throughout the main Let's Play, Bylong's biggest weakness as a player is that his stamina is dreadful, especially when mix and matched. I could do a maximum of about 2 interactions before the Mixie Max would go away. But obviously, I've leveled him up a lot more since then. Obviously the team average is now level 55 versus around about 40-ish for the final boss. So now his stamina is a lot better. We don't actually get to see how long it lasts though, because Whirlpool gets a critical and Hurricane takes it from us. So fair enough, we're in the final match, final minute now, and we've beaten Inazuma Legend National. Wowee. Tips for that one is mainly just to level up. If you're struggling with the match but you want to do it at a lower level, you've just got to get your best players, bring out their spirits and Mixie Max them. Maybe even attempt a Griffin with Arian if you need. How could we lose? Alright, we won the match. Now, how about the level ups from that? That's obviously one of the toughest opponents, so we get a fair bit of experience on that one. We got Hunter's Net on the Perfect Cascade guy, apparently.
And that's your lot! Our winner's a new Inazuma National! What a belter of a match!
All the spectators must agree with me that today we saw history being made.
Well done, Arian. Thanks, coach.
Conflict only breeds hatred.
Ah! Where are we? Oh, Arian, you're awake.